Hey y'all, this is Benji with Benji's Destinations. With me is my partner Brian Pitts. We just wanted to get together and we wanted to do a video and basically talk about, how thankful we are for everybody that participated in the bingo, the online bingo. Again, we would not have reached our 4,000 hours had you not participated and helped us. We truly appreciate that from the bottom of our heart. Thank you guys so much. We love you all. We really appreciate all the participation. Again, we could not have done this without the help of you all. I know that throughout this thing with the live bingo, I've learned that, we have a bigger community than what I thought. We also tried to help out other YouTubers, other vloggers, so that they could reach their hours and monetize as well. One thing that I've seen is there's a huge community here in YouTube that we can stick together, we can work together, we can grow, and of course we want to make videos, we want to make content, we want to make money. But other than that, a big shout out to everybody that participated, especially the host Princess. Thank you so much for hosting. I wanted to also say thank you to everybody that wished me happy birthday. I turned 42 on November 7th. I'm getting old and gray, but in my mind I'm still young. So anyways, thank you all for the birthday wishes. Really touched my heart. I love you all. It was amazing when I watched that. I really felt the love and felt the connection there, and really just from the bottom of my heart, thank you, and I love you guys, and we appreciate it. Now, to switch gears on another note, now we went for a ride today, and during this ride, we went to a place called Rough and Tough, which is located in Prestonsburg, Kentucky, where I live. Brian lives in Somerset, Kentucky. Do you live in Somerset?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if it was that side or not.
Well, I'm close to Somerset. That's going to be about the closest thing.
Nancy, Kentucky, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, we went close by. You'll be seeing that footage in the weeks to come when we get a chance to edit it and make sure there's no music in the background, make sure we don't violate any YouTube standards and so forth. That does take time to edit. However, I was going to tell you about the ride. So we went for a ride. I think we left around about 11 or 12. We got back. We probably rode for about 8 hours, 7-8 hours, something like that. We had a good time, made a lot of good footage, seen a lot of good things.
Got a chance to get some wild horses on footage.
Yep. Sorry for the little pause. We had some noise in the background. It was kind of a clicking, and I didn't want to interfere in the video, so I paused the video just to see what it was and make sure the dog stopped. So it was very annoying. Anyways, going back to what we said, we did some rides. We went to the hills, filmed a lot of trees, we filmed some horses that we were surprised to see, some wild horses. We filmed some cattle, some cows. It was very beautiful. It was very cold. Now, it was about 46 degrees Fahrenheit, which to my followers over in Asia, that's about 9 degrees Celsius. So it was cold. Coming back, I think it even got lower than that, to probably around about 3 degrees Celsius.
The other guy that was riding with us was in a fully enclosed cab with a heater, and he was making fun of us because the only thing I've got on mine is a windshield, no heater, so he was getting cold.
Yeah, we were cold. We were hitting by the wind. So what we rode today was we rode in Brian's 2019 Honda Talon. His cousin and also our Mason brother, Jason Cottle, he was riding in his Razor. No, I'm sorry, not Razor.
Can-Am Maverick
Can-Am Maverick X3. But his was enclosed and he had a heater inside, so he stayed warm and toasty while we froze our butts off. So well, that's something we're going to work on as we go. We're going to try to mod our side-by-sides and, weatherize them and get them ready. We want to make sure that we're not so cold. Now, I was wearing what's called Carhartt base layers, which covered me basically all the way to my arms, covered all my legs. This is made out of smart wool, which is another version of merino wool. The whole purpose of this is for cold weather. Now, over my smart layers, or my smart wool with my base layers, I wore just regular jogging pants, and I wore a Columbia shark's shell jacket, and then I had some gloves. And of course I had a toboggan on, which is here in the States, those little beanie hats, we call them toboggans. I was wearing a First Light toboggan, which was made out of merino wool. I was testing it out today. Most of the time wool will itch you, but merino wool won't. However, I'll say this: I have a merino wool shirt and merino wool bottoms that are base layers, and those actually itch me. The toboggan didn't, but the base layers did, and that's why I switched over to Carhartt to the Smart Wool. So if you wear any kind of wool products and you do feel some itching, my suggestion is to switch to the Smart Wool. Same quality, going to get the same thing, you know, same protection, and that's fine. Another thing, don't wear a Carhartt shell, what they call a shark shell or shark skin jacket. They're nice looking, they're stylish and everything, but I should have worn a Carhartt jacket, or I should have worn my snow jacket, because with base layers and a snow jacket, you're going to stay nice and warm. So that's my suggestion. Next time we go riding, I'm gonna actually put those things on. I didn't ride my side by side today. I've been putting lights on the side by side. Put my Boss Bluetooth Marine speaker in. It's not quite finished yet. I'm actually going to be taking it to, what's that place called? There's a place that's here. Direct TV or something like that, or no? Direct ATV.
Yeah.
Direct ATV. Direct TV is a satellite company. Disregard that. Direct ATV does some mods and stuff. So I'm going to take it to them Monday, and I'm going to see if they can kind of wrap things up for me. I am not skilled in those natures. I am not mechanical in those kind of things. A lot of stuff I've done on myself, and I've watched YouTube's doing it. I think I've done a fairly quality job, but I'm at the point now that I couldn't get out and ride today because it's not finished. So I just need to take it, get it finished. I'm gonna go from 28-inch tires to 32-inch tires, and I'm gonna make sure there's no spacers involved. That's what Mikey said, wasn't it?
Yeah, you don't want to. A lot of times, you don't really want to run wheel spacers if you're going up in the tire size on these machines. If you start running wheel spacers, it can eat up your bearings a lot quicker. So, I mean, you can run them, but if you can get away with that done, it's a lot better on the machine.
So, and one of the things we're going to start doing in our videos as we get and ride, we're always going to talk about the machine we're riding. We're going to talk about what we like and what we don't like, and also if we're wearing some kind of clothes that's going to keep us either cool or hot, we're going to talk about that and do a review on that. Just like going back to what I talked about, I had some merino wool shirts, some merino wool bottoms for my base layers. They was itching me, it wasn't comfortable, so I changed out, went back to Smart Wool, and now I know that merino wool, as far as base layers goes, is not for me. Smart Wool is the way I'm gonna go. Now there might be people out there that can wear merino wool and just be fine. I don't know. Have you ever worn merino wool?
Usually, most of the stuff that I'll use on base layers is like full synthetic.
I don't think these are full synthetic. The Smart Wool is a blend. I think it's a blend of the spandex, sort of like what I'm wearing here, this shirt here, but it's also a blend of the merino wool. And I think they do that is to take the itching out, because some people are complaining about the itching. Then the whole purpose of merino wool was actually to take the itching out from regular wool. But, you know, obviously it didn't, you know, I got sensitive skin, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a wimp and, you know, a girl, and I don't need to, you know, complain. But it was itching, so I switched out. Now, the merino wool toboggan I had on, the hoodie I had on, it was merino wool. It wasn't Smart Wool, and it did not itch me. It was very comfortable. It was light and also kept me warm at the same time. Now, the gloves I had on were a Carhartt gloves that was supposed to keep my hands warm, but they didn't. I will be switching back to the merino wool gloves to keep my hands warm as we go riding. And then I'm actually going to be looking at enclosing the cab on mine, on my side by side. I don't necessarily think I'll put a heater in, because I think the heat coming up from the gear shift will keep the cabin warm enough as long as we're closed in. Plus, we're full of hot air anyways. I mean, that's how we're able to go for 10 minutes here.
Well, Hondas on themselves, especially the town, they do generate quite a bit of in-cab heat. And I have to agree with Ben. If it's a little bit more enclosed, I think it would have been fine. But yeah, which, I mean, you can always come back later and add a heater and go from there if it doesn't do the job.
Yeah, if it doesn't, you know, there is a 12-volt port, so, you know, you could get you a space heater, and these things come with powerful batteries. I mean, get you a little tiny space heater, like you could go to like, well, I'm talking about here in the States. So there's these trucking companies that truckers go to, Flying J, Pilot. you can buy these little space heaters that fit into what we call a cigarette lighter, and those won't pull a lot of juice out, and we could probably mount one of those and stay warm in a pinch. So, but right now I'm gonna be looking at putting a back windshield. I'm gonna be looking at some side glass for the driver and passenger side. I've already got a windshield, so we'll get it out. We'll get it out in the cold. We'll test it out. You know, we won't go very far, just in case it does get too cold on us. We're not able to stand it. You know, we can come back, but it's going to be a trial and error. And then after every video, we'll make sure to do a review. So that way, if anybody here in the States or anybody coming to the States decides they want to go UTV riding, which we call side-by-sides, then, you know, you might want to follow our advice and wear what we're talking about, since we're experienced there. Before we wrap this up, I just want to wrap this up and say, guys, genuinely from the bottom of our hearts, all those that supported our YouTube channel, everybody's liked and subscribed, everybody's participated in the bingo, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We hope that we can return the favor to you all one day as well. I know that we have been trying to sponsor a few people here and there. I did send over some donations when Cagayan Valley got flooded. I also sent over some extra donations through the Tumawini 251 Masonic Lodge, so they can hand out water and things necessary to all the flood victims over there. We pray for you guys. We hope everything's going well. You guys are in our hearts as well. And anytime we can help out, and if it's in our, you know, God blesses us, we hope to bless others. So we really appreciate, though, the blessing you all have been to us, and just, you know, watching our videos, helping us grow. Just really, there's not enough words in this world to say thank you, but
Yes.
from the bottom of our hearts, thank you. Brian?
That's pretty much, I mean, Ben said a lot, and I do thank you guys for the support. Without your support, there's no channel. When we first started coming up with the idea to do this, we've hit a lot of obstacles, especially with the COVID and the way it's sort of impacted where we've been able to go and exactly what we've been able to do. And that's one of the reasons why we even had to back off the videos for just a little bit. It was sort of hard to find places to go and travel the film that we hadn't already shown. But we're starting to come out with more footage. We're trying to upgrade equipment now and bring you guys better content, and hopefully keep on following us, keep on supporting us. We really appreciate it.
I'm glad you said that. One last thing I'll do a review on. So I bought this DJI Osmo gimbal for my cell phone. I'm actually using it right now. It's got an auto tracking feature. If I lean to the left, it moves. If I go to the right, it moves. This thing is excellent so far. I've not had any problems with it. You know, it feeds audio grade. It's Bluetooth. I highly recommend this for anybody that's doing YouTube or vlogging, or just all out want to take pictures and stuff. This thing has been good. I'll continue to use it, and then when I do find something bad, I will tell you the pros and cons of it. So I just want to do a quick shout out, DJI Osmo. I apologize. It's really been a great gimbal just for a cell phone. I just bought the iPhone 12 Pro Max. It works with that as well. It's not, even though this is a newer phone and I've had this gimbal for a few months, it's working well with the newer phone as well, so no problems there. I just wanted to mention that one last thing. And then, of course, as always, you know, this is Benji with Benji's Destinations. Please like and subscribe, help us grow. And always, to my fans and my followers up there, keep the crazy side down if you can.